a cat found a drunk office lady lying on the street. He dragged her all the way to the bathroom. Then, he geared up, put on gloves, grabbed a bath brush. Yep, he was giving a human a bath. But that wasn't all. He could cook. He handled laundry. He even managed the cleaning schedule. Basically, he was a 5-star housekeeper in cat form. Every morning at 6:45 sharp, he'd wake up. By 7 o'clock, he was packing her lunchbox. While waiting for the rice to cook, he'd sit down and watch TV for a bit. At exactly 7:55, he started waking his owner up. If she didn't respond, he had his own physical methods of persuasion. Her name was Yukiko Fukuzawa, a typical overworked office lady. She hated her job. Meetings, deadlines, endless reports, just thinking about it made her tear up. The cat, Yuji, would quietly listen to her vent every night. Honestly, he was the dream pet every human wishes they had. Despite all her complaints, life had to go on. Around lunchtime, her co-worker Yuri walked over to remind her to eat. But what she actually saw was Yukiko googling, "How big can cats grow?" Yuri laughed and said, "You know, single women who keep cats tend to stay single forever." Thankfully, another co-worker called Yuri away, because Yukiko really didn't want to talk about marriage right now. What she really didn't want to reveal was that her lunchbox was made entirely by her cat. Every bite of that bento screamed perfection. Just thinking about it filled her with happiness. Meanwhile, Yuji was at home, sipping tea, his favorite pastime, watching cooking shows. He'd memorize every recipe after seeing it once, no notebook needed. At 4:30 p.m. sharp, he started cleaning the bathroom. There was just one tiny problem. Yuji was terrified of water. By 5:30, he'd begin preparing dinner, experimenting with new dishes. But just as he was plating up, the house phone rang. It was Yukiko. Her voice sounded tired. She said something came up at work and she might have to stay overnight. No need to make dinner. Yuji froze. Then his fur bristled. He was furious. But to be fair, everyone at the company was swamped, Yukiko included. Moments later, Yuji picked up the phone and called her back. What happened next was unbelievable. Yukiko ran like lightning, somehow catching the very last train home. When she got back, she was holding a gift. It was from Yuri, a handmade straw cat house, a traditional craft for pets. But in Yuji's paws, it looked more like a motorcycle helmet. To her surprise, Yuji loved it. He even tried to crawl inside, eventually just wearing it on his head like a helmet. So, would you want a cat like that in your life?